My name is Meowgical Mary, and I'm so excited to be streaming today. It looks like, oh, we already have somebody in the chat. Hi, Janito. It's nice to see you. I know you had said you weren't sure if you were going to be able to make it today, so that's cool. Hi, Swan, Sowan. I like that. That's cool. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm not sure on that one. But yeah, it's nice to see y'all. And today we are going to be playing Strange Antiquities. I'm hoping we're going to be able to finish the game today, so we'll see. I do have, I think everything's set up. Hold on. Last time I set up the cat cam, and then they didn't even use it, but I've got it set up anyways today just in case, because sometimes the cats want to be present too. So maybe we'll have guests today. We'll see. But it is set up in case that they decide they want to use it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get to our game, though. So, show me the screen. There it goes. Okay. I was going to say, it didn't seem like it was loading the game for a second there. Okay, so anyways, we're going to play Strange Antiquities. Those of y'all that were... I don't seem to have audio. Huh. Y'all can still hear me though, right? It says I have mic audio. Okay, I see Janito needed a minute. If y'all can hear me, let me know. If you can't hear me, let me know. But it seems like maybe the game is not having... Oh, wait, there it goes. Okay, okay. It just needed a minute. I don't know. It was loading audio now, though. Okay, so I think y'all can hear me. If you can't hear me, let me know. But my thing is saying it's working properly, so... but let's go ahead. I think I have it on third. Yeah, this one. And we're on day 12. Ooh, Hollow Knight sounds fun. Yeah, I want to play Hollow Knight. I haven't played it yet. And just a reminder for anybody who wasn't in the stream last time, even if you know me, we don't say names, okay? We are name-free, anonymous on here. I have a pretty good idea of who all my people are that are in the chat right now, but yeah. No, we don't say names. We don't say names. Don't say names even about each other. Y'all can private message each other or whatever. Okay. Yeah, because we're gonna remain anonymous for safety. Okay, anyway, so this day ended. Okay, let's see. You don't have sound? Janito, can you hear me? Yeah, I thought that's who you were. Juan. Yeah, so Juan. Yeah, Okay, but again, delete those if it'll let you. Otherwise, I might be able to because I don't want any issues. Because remember, the messages save even after the stream ends. Let me see if it'll remove them. Here, I can remove them for you. Yeah, I just don't want y'all having any safety issues afterwards because, you know, there's nobody, I mean, anybody can access this, and even though they don't necessarily know who you are, I don't want them to have any issues. So yeah. Okay, but anyways, so yeah, but y'all can hear okay? Because I'm seeing, okay, awesome. Yeah, I can see, Juan said that he didn't have sound. Do you have sound now, or what's going on? Okay, now at the very least, I can see where Janito can hear me. Is it game sound or is it mic sound that you don't have, Juan? Or is it both? Let's see, we're at the end of this day. Did I have any hints? What was this? Athomic significance in his burial chamber. It has never been found, but not for lack of trying. I was tempted to search for it. MBM. So somebody with the initials MBM, maybe? Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. MBM. MBM. Who might this be? That's okay. If you have to go, that's no big deal. Yeah, I'm just happy to have you either way. I don't know what burial chamber that is. Okay, we'll end the day for now and see what else we can find. Okay, the writer's partner was less fortunate. They found his frozen body a week later. Okay, so his friend, the one that had the solid black eyes, he froze to death. So whatever the curse was, it had taken him over. Okay. Yeah, bye, Janito. It was nice seeing you. Like I said, you can always watch it back later if you want to. They found his frozen body a week later. Okay, continue. What are we making here? A crest, maybe? Oh, okay, okay. Looks like Zeus. Wonder if that's who it's supposed to be. I am marked by Jupiter. I am marked by Jupiter. I am marked by Jupiter. Okay, maybe that has to do with the... Because the planets, isn't there planets in here somewhere? Jupiter, Jupiter, Jupiter. Oh, wait, that said Saturn. Hold on, I just saw it. Jupiter, okay, 10. So 10 is Jupiter. And it looks like... For me, for some reason, I keep seeing it as numbers. It looks like a 2 and a 4 combined. Okay, so anyway, so that is the symbol I'm looking for. I am marked by Jupiter. Is that the catacombs, maybe? Did any of those have that symbol? Oh, no, no, no. I know where this is at. This is in here. No, this is in this thing. This one right here. Okay. The mark of Jupiter on my map leads me to a square room on the ground floor. Other than an intriguing torn notes, there doesn't seem to be anything of interest until I notice that the bookshelf is mounted on a runner and can slide to one side. I push it and it glides easily, revealing a hidden recess in the wall behind it. Okay, what do we find? Ooh, I think this is the other half of the note I have. The castle vaults are blocked. It can be opened by a blank. Or gold that produce blank. Okay. And then I have an item now. Hello? You're gonna hang over here somewhere. I guess right up here. Okay, and then I think you get attached to this. Where is it at? Yes, haha. I wish I could actually put these together so that it was just one note. Okay, well anyways, the castle vaults are blocked by a diurnal seal. It can be opened by any object made from silver or gold that produces a diurnal field. Okay, the castle vaults. Okay, so the vaults, that's the thing down below. Okay. And so in order to unlock it, I need something that's made from gold or silver and that produces a diurnal field. Okay. Diurnal fields. What are the... Here, you go away for right now. Here, you sit right here. Are you considered gold? Okay, you're gold. Okay. Those were tin. I think you're... That's gold. That's bronze. Okay, so not that, but this one is gold. I want to see... Here, just sit right there for right now. Okay, cool. And then I want to open this thing. Okay, now I want to see what the... I need it to go over this way. I need to see Diurnic. What does Diurnic look like? Hi, Tiger. You want to come up beam on camera? You said no. I said no. Oh, maybe? No. Y'all just playing. Okay, anyways, let's see. Diurnic. Okay, of the day. So the big circle needs to be at the top, the middle, or the small circle in the middle, and then the rectangle thing at the bottom. That's not a rectangle, the square. Okay, anyways, so I need to change this thing to about there, I guess. And then, no, that's up as far as it can go. That's not right. How do I get that in the middle? Oh, wait, it was the big one in the middle. I mean, the little one in the middle and the big one at the top. Okay, and then I need to change this thing. There we go. Okay, so I believe that's it. Yeah, okay, so that's what it looks like. So I need to find the ones that make this pattern. Okay, so the two rings look like crop circles. Okay, so the 2 crop circles, that's what I need. Perfect. Okay, and then it needs to be... Okay, so this will do the trick. I need this item. Take it up here with me. Okay, I want you, and I want to set you right there. Okay, and then I want to go into the castle vault. Oops, wrong thing. Vault. Gotcha. The door slides open without a sound, as though it has been kept well oiled over the years. Behind it, I find a large natural cavern that extends into the rock beneath the castle. Somewhat disappointingly, the walls are lined with racks of whiskey bottles instead of the rows of artifacts that I was picturing. When I show Edmund, he is delighted, and he spends some time examining the dusty shelves. It is not long before he makes the find that I am surprised I missed. I return to the shop with a spring in my step and a curious item that demands further study. What do we find? Ooh, we have a note, too. Oh, this is interesting. Let's put you over here. Oh, those are the seasons. Yeah, so this here is one that symbols all the different weather patterns. This one symbolizes the seasons. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, anyways. And what does our note say? The bishop's square is a simple tool of my great-great-grandfather's devising, loosely based on a briar's disc. By all accounts, he was an impressive man, but it would seem his mind began to fail him at the end. Perhaps he spent too long studying his Thea. He imagined invisible enemies coming to steal away his most prized possessions, so he began hiding them about the castle, noting their locations in a code that only he understood. Okay. Interesting. Let's add it there. Okay, now this one down here. How do I bring that back up? Right here. This thing has been solved now. So this can go into here. Yeah, you've been solved. Okay, and then let's put this one back over here. So this thing, it's used for some kind of code. Mars in winter, rising in summer. Okay, well, winter is this bottom symbol there. So I need to find Mars and put it into the winter section. What does winter look like? I mean, what does Mars look like? Iron. Okay. Iron, where's the iron symbol? Right here, okay. Okay, so there's something. Mars in winter, rising in summer. And what was the symbol for summer? Okay, summer is this little circle. So in the kitchens, I want to go to the kitchens, I think. Okay. The smells and sounds of cooking greet me as I enter the castle kitchens. I feel a little foolish as I try to avoid the cook's glares. While following the clues left to me by a mad old man. What was I thinking? I'm not going to find anything here. And yet, on the exact spot where the map leads me, there is something. A floorboard that has been cut and replaced. With a little difficulty, I lift it up and feel around in the cavity below before my fingers grasp something hard. Okay, what do we find? Ooh, a totem. Okay. So I got an achievement called Hidden Knowledge, which is use the bishop's square. Okay, let's put this up here. And I know this thing now is a bishop's square. I want to label it. Bronze. Oh, I can't label it. It doesn't have a tag. I can't label it. Interesting. Okay. Yes, very interesting. Okay, anyways, so that's the only clues I have so far. Mars in winter, rising in summer. Okay, what does rising look like? Okay, there's not one for rising. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I think that's all that I could do from that one. I don't see any other words on here anywhere, so I think that's all I can do for right now. Let's close the map. What other notes did I have? What was this? Okay, and then what was this? An ancestor of mine hid an item of thaumic significance in his burial chamber. It has never been found, but not for lack of trying. I was tempted to search for it myself until I learned that it was in the catacombs in a place known as the Hall of Shields. Oh, that's right, that's right. Okay, yes, I stopped reading it earlier. Yes, that was the one that there was a specific... Oh, I need a, I remember, I need the spirit to go in here in order to... The Wandering Shroud or whatever it is, in order to get into that catacombs thing. Okay, so I think we've done all we can for right now. James Herschel. I can't say too much, but it has fallen to me to carry a secret that people would kill for. That people have killed for. Okay. It's a lot of weight to carry around in my head, and it's getting harder to bear around certain family members. Okay. What's your secret? It occurred to me that it would be safer in an ecumenical. Okay, you want that thing that holds memories. Okay, an ecumenical is a receptacle, commonly featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid to recollection. Okay. A memory cannot reside in both the mind and the ecumenical at the same time, and it cannot be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for long periods, it can begin to emit unpleasant vapors. An empty ecumenical, on the other hand, has an ominous presence, pulling at the threads of one's mind. Okay. A memento mori. I wonder what that is. Okay, wait, go back. No. Fusion, foresight, protection, strength, truth. I was wondering if there would be something there under the symbols. Okay, so it has an eerie... There is an unpleasant sensation at the back of my skull. I bet it's this thing. Yeah, let's try this thing. Got it. There's an hourglass motif on the box, a memento mori. Okay. Interesting. On closer inspection, it produces an unpleasant sensation, suggesting it is empty. Okay. Shadow anchor. A shadow anchor is sometimes used in the practice of shadow casting, the art of projecting one's presence outside of the body. Without an anchor, minds have been known to become lost. Shadow anchor designs can vary greatly. Some prefer pendants, whereas others prefer to clutch a totem in their hand. Some make use of symbology, where others use gemstones. They will always produce a field from the individual branch, however. Okay. Next. People are getting restless. The followers of Holgar have been marching through the streets with that crazed priest at their head. Not long ago, that sort of behavior wouldn't have been tolerated in Undermere. Now, there are people joining in. What do you got for me? In answer to your question, yes, it is possible to capture a wandering shroud. To the north of town, if you follow the little stream up through the woods, you'll come out on a hilltop that was clearly of some ancient significance. It is not uncommon to see wandering shrouds there. Be patient, be still, and they will come. Your friend Barton. Okay, so I need to capture a wandering shroud from the hill. It said to the north of town. Heathwood. Did they say through the woods? What did that note say again? To the north of town, if you follow the little stream up through the woods, you'll come out on a hilltop. Okay, there's a stream. There's a stream. Okay, right through here. Okay. You'll come out up through the woods. You'll come out on a hilltop that was clearly of some ancient significance. Okay, so it's either here or here. Could be there, but I think it's... What are the barrows? Let's try here. No, it says through the woods. Okay, let's try here. Okay, yes. After a pleasant walk along the beck, I reach a series of grassy mounds, the barrows. Whoever is buried in them must have been important in their time. If I am to collect what I've come for, I will need to be prepared. Yes, I need the spirit vault. I sit and wait quietly and patiently. Oh, I got an achievement for catching a wandering shroud. Okay. I sit and wait quietly and patiently, not certain exactly what I'm looking for. For some time, nothing happens. And then, long after my mind has drifted towards a warm fire and a hearty supper, I notice a movement in the corner of my eye. A strange, thin mist has formed near one of the barrows. It seems to produce a sort of dark light, a contradiction that my eyes have trouble perceiving clearly. The ethereal creature, for surely this is a creature of some kind, ambles towards the vault that I have left out for this purpose, and I daren't breathe as it slowly nestles itself within the receptacle. I have caught one! Okay, and now I need to take it to the catacombs. Here. Okay, I've done it. A stone sarcophagus sits on a raised portion of rock in the center of the cavern. I hold the torch close to better see the inscription on the side of the tomb. It reads, "The sun's light will reveal my gift." Okay, so a sun bond, probably. Mystified, I cast my eye up to the walls of the cavern and search the shields for some other clue, but nothing stands out. I think it wants a sun bond. It does. Okay. The sun bond banishes the darkness in an instant, half blinding my gloom-adjusted eyes and bringing summer's warmth to the cold cavern. Blinking and squinting, I notice that one of the shields in particular is glowing in the bright light. I reach up and pull the shield down to reveal a small cavity hewn into the rock behind it. Inside is a blood-red urn. Okay. Ooh, fancy. Okay, let's put you over here. Okay, so now we've got another one done. So we just finished this one, and we finished this one. So we still have this thing. I got to thinking after I left earlier, okay? Transferring the secret to an ecumenical only adds an extra step. Yes, it's safer than walking around with it in my head, but I would know where to find it. What I really need is a truth conduit so that I can deceive them into thinking I know nothing at all. Okay. A truth conduit. Do I have that one unlocked? I guess let's check in here first. I do not. Okay. Truth conduit. These items are used by tricksters and swindlers to distort and deceive. They do not warrant the designation of dark articles that some want to apply to them, but they can be, and have been, used maliciously. The gentle sound they produce anchors the mind. Oh, I know what this is. Hold on, I have one of you. Where are you at? Right here. Truth conduit. This item bears a symbol of deception. Closer inspection reveals the gentle sound it makes. Abrasive mether. This type of mether is used to purge unwanted memories. As with any procedure that can alter the mind, it should be used sparingly and considerately. Methers are typically used in communal ceremonies, designed to be easily passed from one person to person. Or from person to person. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so this one we know is done and used correctly. Okay. Evelyn Bennett. I have never felt more tired or more devoid of life, as apathy has settled in my bones that I do not seem able to shift. Okay. But while I still have breath in my lungs, I will not succumb without a fight. By the grace of gray, I will find a way forward. Grace of gray. By the grace of gray. I have one of those. Right here. Gray's grace. Using the index, I can find a sketch of a shadow catcher design in my book, a design that this item shares. Closer inspection reveals that it does indeed dispel melancholy. Perfect. Okay. Barton Potter, I've had a tip-off about something exciting. I still think this is the writer. Have you come across the so-called nameless gods? Did you also know that the tall stones that you sometimes find in high places were once doorways of a kind? Okay. And here's the exciting part. An inscription has appeared on the stone that sits atop Weatherlam. This is where you come in. I'm confident that a pit will open the doorway, okay? The other option is a Babelia to read the inscription, but they say that if you read the language of the nameless gods, you become cursed, which I can't say I like the sound of, okay? I'm leaning towards the more direct approach, but then again, that could be dangerous too. So you need either a pit or a Babelia. Okay, let me read what each of those did. Babelia. The meaning of the unusual markings on Babelia is not clear. They resemble a mentic field pattern, but the items themselves do not produce a mentic field. They can be used to aid with translation of foreign texts, although they require some skill to make full use of. This ability does not transfer to spoken language. Okay. And then the other one, a pit back here. Okay, the pit. The three different elements that make up a pit allegedly represent the earth, the sun, and death, or darkness. The Dradic, the Diurnic, and the Noctic. These energies balance in such a way that the objects do not produce a recognizable sonic field. They can be directed to emit powerful vibrations capable of cracking solid rock. So this would destroy the gateway, where the other would let me know what the gateway says. But the gateway could be something good. But they say if you read the language of the nameless gods, you become cursed, which I can't say I like the sound of. I think I remember reading something about the nameless gods. Not there. Horned god, triple goddess. Let me look one more place. Let's look in the index. Nameless gods, nameless gods. Nameless gods, Amphibian Talon. The League of the Amphibian Heart uses these items as part of its grim initiation rite. They guard their secrets closely, but it is said that they worship the ancient nameless gods, communing with them via the broken path. Acolytes must press the tip of a talon hard against their cheekbone to the point of drawing blood. They perform this act nightly for 49 days, 7 sevens, after which the scar will forever mark them. The League of the Amphibian Heart. I had somebody come and talk to me about that. Okay, so a pit has 3 symbols. see 2 symbols there. What do we have down here? Pit has 3 symbols. What do these symbols here mean? Come here. I just want you to sit here for a second. Don't turn it in. Okay, so it has like a triangle. Triangle. Fire. Oh, or is it water? It could be the other one. Fire. Okay, fire, and then kind of what looks like a telephone pole. Oops, wrong one. Okay, let's see. Fire. Like that one, but it has 2 lines. Paralysis is the last one. Fire, something, and paralysis. Ice. Fire, ice, and paralysis. So it's not this thing. And they said the pit has 3 symbols. The earth, the sun, and death. And it does not produce a diarmic field. Oh, elements. Oh, it's made of 3 different elements, not symbols. Okay. So something that represents the earth, something that represents the sun, and something represents death or darkness. Let me go back and look here. Let me go look at the elements. Okay, the sun is gold. Gold. The earth could be wood, maybe. And then darkness or death. Silver, the moon. The sun is gold. Stone, that's wood with gold. I don't think this is a pit. Fire and light, heat and life, the sunstone. Okay, that's amber. An orange gemstone, a pale yellowy orange gemstone, and a turquoise gemstone. Okay, hold on. Yellow or orange. Oops. Water. But the water is considered Dradic. Okay. Pale yellow, a stone of strength. Wixic, that's not right though. I don't think that's it. Okay, so we have gold and we have silver. And then what is the blue gemstone? An anchor between body and mind, Mentic. Maybe this thing? What did it say again? The earth, the sun, and death. So death is Noctic. I've already figured that one out. Dradic. Oh, and that it doesn't produce, hold on, and it doesn't produce a field. Does this thing produce a field? Okay, so it's not that thing, because that thing produces a field. Okay, wait, what about that other thing that I thought? Does this thing produce a field? Yeah, so it's not that thing either. Okay, this thing also produces a field. Also produces a field. Go back this way. Okay, wait, so there are 6 different types of fields. Okay, so there's one. Okay, this one. That was the diurnic one. Okay, then there's this one, which is Wixic? No, Selenic. Okay, so diurnic and Selenic. I need to look at Noctic. Okay. Okay, that's Noctic. And then... Wrong thing. Dradic. Big circle up top, little circle at bottom. Okay, there's Dradic. And then Mentic. Little circle down here. Big circle up here. Okay, there's whatever that one is. Mentic. And then Wixic. Okay. So all of those that I can think of have produced a diurnic field. What about this thing? Did I check? Yeah, I did check that thing. Nothing for this thing. Okay, wait a minute, wait a minute. Let me look at this thing. It's clay and gold. Clay could be earth. Gold is the sun. Bone is death. This is a pit. Okay, so this thing here is a pit. Okay, so this thing's a pit. So we could use the pit. That's an option. Or we could use a Babelia. The meaning of the unusual markings on a Babelia is not clear. They resemble a Mentic field pattern, but the items themselves do not produce a Mentic field. They resemble a Mentic field pattern. Okay, which field is that again? Swap these. They resemble a Mentic field pattern. So again, this is what a Mentic field looks like. So I need to find something. Ah! Maybe that thing? This seems promising. The markings represent a Mentic field pattern. I think it's this thing. Okay, so this is a Babelia. The meaning of the unusual markings on a Babellion is not clear. They resemble a Mentic field pattern, but the items themselves do not produce a Mentic field. They can be used. Okay, I think we try the Babelia, and this might be bad, but we're gonna try it anyways. Okay, this is a Babelia. Thank you. I hope this works. Here's a token of my appreciation, something for you to ponder over. What'd you give me? Oh. Interesting. Yeah, it's you up there. Okay, any other notes? No. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's end the day. Oh, let's pet the kitty because we haven't pet it today. Okay, end day. With dreams of earning his fortune long banished from his mind, the man brought the casket to a trusted friend, the curator of a museum in Undermere. Together, they looked for answers. It's a sword. I am buried with the Knights of Thorns. Okay. Day 14, Wednesday. I'm buried with the Knights of Swords. Let me put you up here. Knights of Thorns. Knight of Thorns. Buried with a Knight of Thorns. This guy looks like he could be a knight, but I don't necessarily see it having anything to do with thorns. Maybe we just give it a shot anyways? Yeah, let's give it a shot anyways. I should not have come here. Okay, so no, not that one. Okay. Knight of Thorns. Did they mention that anywhere? Knight of Thorns is part of a shimmer. Those belong to a series of objects that were designed to slot into armor or weaponry. They induce the Knight of Thorns. Okay, and he died in 1356. So let's go try the one that says 1356, wherever it's at, right here. Okay, I am buried with the Knight of Thorns. Found it. The tomb of the Knight of Thorns resides alongside an ossuary filled with the unknown dead from the Battle of Sotherfell. It is an unpleasant place that I do not plan to linger in. Happily, I am able to find the item I came for without any difficulty, and I quickly leave and don't look back until I am out in the bright of the day once more. An interesting item. These are the different elements: earth, fire, water, air. Huh. Okay. Very interesting. Thomas Pope. I've noticed that some people claim not to fear death. They say that dying scares them, but not death itself. Not me. Not the great Thomas Pope. Give me pain, give me fear. If I can feel, then I know I am alive. Going back to the nothingness, that is what I fear. I'm going to do my best to live forever, starting today with a loam. What is a loam? I don't remember. Sometimes called a hand of Jupiter or a fire palm, a loam is an item with enticing power. They can reverse the signs of aging, but anyone who has played that game knows that it can only last so long before time catches up, and when it does, it often hits harder. A hand of Jupiter or a fire palm. Okay, let's go see. So Jupiter was 10, right? Okay, fire. That's a symbol for fire. Jupiter's symbol is, yeah, the 10 symbol. What was this? It's made of 10. It's a hand. I bet this is it. Can reduce the signs of aging. I bet it's that. Yep. This item features a hand in its design. It is made of tin, the planetary metal associated with Jupiter. It also features a triangle, the symbol for fire. A Cassander. The eyes of a Cassander focus the power of the mind, enabling those skilled enough to see the path or paths ahead. These items do not produce a mentic field as one might expect, but rather the more mysterious Selenic. Care should always be taken with any objects of prophecy, and these are no different. Many have been seduced or driven mad by the paths shown to them and have been led to ruin. Interesting. Agnes Dent. There has been an unexpected death in the family. Okay. It has hit all of us quite hard, but particularly my husband. I would like to gift him a heart chamber. Okay, hold on. A Selenic totem is a heart chamber, right? Wait, or is that something different? Oh no, a heart chamber is something different. There's a vast skull in the catacombs said to be that of the beast Blencathra. Holgar's followers believe that when he slew it, he trapped its soul, along with its power, in an item known as the Wraith Chamber. Heart chambers are based on this mythical object, but they have morphed over time into a way to keep those dear to us close to heart after death. Okay, that one's this thing. Okay, so this is the heart chamber. This item appears in the sketch of Holgar. It bears a sigil that resembles the Holgan Grim mask. Hebraic charm, a powerful item that offers hope in times of worry, protection in times of darkness, and wisdom in times of uncertainty. It wields the power of the maiden, the mother, and the crone, the Wiccan triple goddess. Interesting. Okay, next. Did you ever work out what that Bishop Square thingy was? I suddenly remembered this note that I found some time ago, and it occurred to me that it might be related. I almost threw it away, but it intrigued me, so I held on to it. I haven't a clue what it means. Hopefully I will. Blessings in spring, rising in autumn. Okay. Gotcha. Let's add this here, because that one's going to be easy. I need you, please. Blessings in spring. Blessings is this one here, and spring is this one. And then rising in autumn would be the staircase. The symbols on the map lead me up the winding stair of the North Tower. The pendant has been carefully hidden, but knowing where to look means that it does not take me long, and I am soon on my way back to the shop with a new trinket to add to our growing collection. Oh. You're a funny looking thing. Huh. Yeah, that one was easy. Thaddeus White, something isn't right at the museum. I am worried it is all my fault. I had hoped my brother would be back by now. I have had an idea, though. I'm no thaumaturge, but I think I can weaken it using a witherance. Oh dear me, this had better work. Remind me what a witherance is? A witherance is the inverse of a fortinance and is sometimes put to more malicious use. These can be crafted from stone, like the fortinance, but wood is more commonly used. It's an inverse of the fortinance. Okay, so what did a fortinance look like? Okay, this is a fortinance. Wood is more commonly used. It has the symbol of strength. So then weakness. Strength. Weakness. I think it's this thing. It is. Okay, a witherance. A fortinance is used for strength, the inverse of which is weakness, and this item bears the symbol of weakness. It is made of wood. Folium. A blade is drawn across the face of a folium 6 times during the ritual of the hand prior. Dreyer huntsmen and those wanting to prove themselves perform this ritual before seeking out the basilisk, as the folium blade is the only known way to pierce its thick armor. Okay. Next. Jacob Priestley. My mind is severed. Need mother. Okay, so he's got a severed mind. He needs the mother. Is it abrasive mother? To purge unwanted memories. No, I don't think it's that one. He needs the other mother. Restful mother. It's the underminder. To enter a meditative state and bypass the rush and clutter of consciousness. No, I don't think that's that one. Solemn mother. Of the 3 types of mother, the solemn variety is considered the most powerful. It permits the drinker to forge pathways in the mind, to recall that which has been forgotten, or to repair that which has been broken. It will produce a noticeably stronger thaumic field than the other 2 types. Okay, so that's easy. So this one was a restful mother. Let me see your thaumic field. Okay, that is a weak one, for sure. I mean, I would agree that looks stronger. Yes. Okay, so this one is the abrasive. And then this one is the one you need. Solemn mother. Using the index, I can remind myself what a mother looks like. It produces a stronger thaumic field than the other mothers in my collection. Wixic cord. Despite the name, these simple-looking items do not produce a Wixic field. They belong to the diurnal branch. They cause a freezing effect in the body, earning them the nickname Medusa stones. Fortunately, this effect is not permanent. I've discovered something via the thaumic needle. What did we discover? The woman who tried to swim across the lake was compelled to do so by some invisible force. She was looking for something, and whatever it is right here in Undermere. It's the casket. That's not all. I decided to experiment with the ambra. When I was under its spell, I heard whispers. Something was calling to me, and it left me feeling terribly afraid. This must be what is keeping my patients in their trance-like state. I've never used the Gaudian siren before, but it occurred to me that I might be able to use it to drown out the whispers. A Gaudian siren. Let's see what that is. Although these are similar in form to thaumic needles, Gaudian sirens serve a very different purpose. They create a strong compulsion, like a siren's call, that can be used to divert attention. I think it's this. Yes. This item appears in the sketch of the cabinet. It is an obelisk shape, like the thaumic needle. Closer inspect reveals its attention-demanding power. Yes. Carrick's candle. No, Carrick's candle. These items produce an invisible light that peels back the years, allowing a glimpse into the past. The effect is often murky and blurred, but it works passably on a stationary objects. They are marked by a depiction of a candle upon their surface. Okay. Okay. Next. We are on day 14. The curator learned that the Nayland casket is a dark article, a class reserved for the most cursed and the most dangerous of objects. He locked it away deep within the museum's archives, along with other such artifacts that are best kept from public eyes. This is an axe. I am under the barn where the axe meets the tree. Okay. Under the barn where the axe meets the tree. Under the barn. I don't think that's a catacombs one. I think that's this one. Under the barn. Under the barn. Where the axe meets the tree. Under the barn. Where the axe meets the tree. Okay, wait a minute. Here's the axe. Here's the trees. I think it's here. No. Okay, okay. Let's try again. Under the barn where the axe meets the tree. Doesn't that look like an axe? Apparently not. Under the barn. Where the axe meets the tree. Under the barn. Where the axe meets the tree. Okay, is there... Okay, Royston Farm, 30. No, under the barn. I'm under the barn where the axe meets the tree. Woodcutter's Lane. The Boatyard. Where the axe meets the tree. This kind of looks like an axe as well. Here maybe? No. Struggling. Let's look again. Under the barn. I am under the barn. Under the barn where the axe meets the tree. This is a farm. Let's try here maybe? No. Yep, I know, wasting time. Under the barn, where the axe meets the tree. Okay, wait a minute. Woodcutter's Lane, Pine Road. This is where woodcutter, axe, pine, tree. Under the barn, where the axe meets the tree. Maybe one of these 4 buildings? Let's try this one. Got it. Okay. Got it. To the side of the house sits a dilapidated barn. The stench of manure is overpowering. There is no sign of an owner, so I search carefully, not sure exactly what I am looking for. Suddenly, I spy a flash of blue. A bottle. This is it. Ooh, pretty. Very pretty. Okay. Next. Good morning. Yes, and to you too, Jupiter. I'm getting more concerned about my mother. Hearing about that poor lady who drowned frightened me. But she'll turn up. She always does. I've had another breakthrough. This time I'm certain it's a clue that leads to another hidden part of Strange Antiquities. Okay. What'd you find? From the individual, a stone for dark purposes. From the celestial, a stone of the earth. From the diurnal, a stone of death. A stone for dark purposes, the celestial, a stone of the earth. From the diurnal, a stone of death. Okay. What does it mean, individual? Is that Mentic? Oh, individual. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay, so individual, celestial, diurnal. Okay, so wait, so they said from the individual, a stone for dark purposes. So it's either going to be Mentic or Wixic, and it's going to say dark purposes. Stone of containment. Right here. So I need a bloodstone. Okay, so you. Yeah, you can sit down here for right now. Okay, next one. From the celestial, a stone of the earth. Okay, so celestial. That one is Selenic and Dradic. Okay, what do we got? Pale blue or turquoise, a stone of water. Green, a stone of earth and of nature. A stone of the earth, so it needs to be green. This one. Okay. And then diurnal, a stone of death. Diurnic and noctic, day and night. Okay. A stone of death and decay. It's blue-green. Blue-green, blue-green. Right here. Come here. I did something wrong. Let's try this one. There we go. I had the wrong stone for that other one. Okay, so we have a note. Oh, never mind. The note was already here. Okay. This looks similar. No, it doesn't. Never mind. Okay, so we need the midday one. Okay, so this is what I need. And how do I know what ones are lit up? Oh, okay. This one, this one, this one. Gotcha. Hello. You're gorgeous. Thank you. I did it. Got it. Okay. Next up. There we go. Now more of them fit over there. Okay. There, that leaves a little bit more room. Okay, let's see. Next. Jacob Priestley. Thank you for the mother. I have seen into the yawning deep. I have seen beauty beyond the comprehending mind. The price is steep, but I pay it gladly. My shadow anchor, broken, must replace. So you need a new shadow anchor. Shadow anchor. A shadow anchor is sometimes used in the practice of shadow casting, the art of projecting one's presence outside of the body. Without an anchor, minds have been known to become lost. Shadow anchor designs can vary greatly. Some prefer pendants, whereas others prefer to clutch a totem in their hand. Some make use of symbology, where others use gemstones. They will always produce a field from the individual branch, however. Okay, so it is going to produce either a Mentic field or a Wixic field. What were these two? What did they look like? Okay, so it's either going to make the wavies, or it's going to make the X thingy. And what else did it say about them? Dealing with the mind. So it may or may not have gemstones. Stone of Strength. The fourth eye, a stone of sight. Maybe that one. An anchor between body and mind, Mentic. Stone of Containment. So possibly purple or this light blue, or this blue, or the dark green that's striated. Okay, let's see. Vibrates with energy. Bronze, a dark green gemstone. So this one is the fourth eye one. Turquoise. No, not turquoise. That's water. No. I think it's this one. Oh, wait, but what's this thing? Bronze, wood, oak, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, well, let's see what kind of field you produce. Come here. You don't produce the right field. Okay, well, it's not you, because you don't produce the right field. What was that other thing? This one does produce the right field, so that's a possibility. Wasn't there another one? That's not the right field. I think it might be this thing. Yes, it is. Okay. The kyanite gemstones point to the fact that this item anchors the mind. It produces a mentic field from the individual branch. Okay. Nefergant. These were once worn by the necromancers of the Five Knolls, who used them in the rituals of resurrection. Their power became bound to them such that if they were to remove them, even after death, the nephroquant would crumble to dust. Today, their power is much diminished, but they can be used to draw out infections. However, they will cause Braxis if held against bare skin for long periods. Interesting. Audrey Bell, you have shown yourself to be a useful ally in these worrisome times. Keep one eye on the lake in the coming days. When blackened eyes seek the casket and waters turn to midnight, perform the sacrament and have faith in Holgar. The sacrament is a baptism ceremony in which one's life is pledged to the warrior god Holgar. It is performed by a blood priest within a stone circle. In spring, a charm of green growth. In summer, a pendant of the yellow sun. In autumn, an instrument of the red night. In winter, a totem of blue fire. Autumn. Unless it's the thing with 4 seasons. What was the thing with the 4 seasons? Where did that go? Where did the thing go with the 4 seasons? What did I do with it? It's not down here. Did I move it? Why can't I find it? Oh, this thing. That's what it was. A charm of green growth. Okay, let's bring out the next one. David Schaffer. I'm afraid this letter was sorted incorrectly and has ended up doing a round trip to Kendall and back. Better late than never. What do we have? I have spent a long time looking for an object that is believed to have been lost somewhere in the catacombs. The adventurer and thaumaturge, Marwyn, left a trail to her hidden stash, or so the story goes. I followed it as far as the ossuary of the damned, a chilling, bone-filled alcove carved into a natural chamber in the upper levels, but it seems her markings have been worn away by time after that. I pass on the story to you in the hope that you can succeed where I have failed. Your friend, Barton. Okay, so this is where I need to find the thing about going back in time, or turning back the time. What was that thing called? A Briaric charm? No. A Carrick's candle. Yes, this is it. These items produce an invisible light that peels back the years, allowing a glimpse into the past. The effect is often murky and blurred, but it works passably on stationary objects. They are marked by a depiction of a candle upon their surface. Okay, so I need to find something that kind of looks like a candle. Fire. Fire and wax. That kind of looks like a candle. Okay, let's try that. And let's go to the catacombs. Now, they said it's in the upper levels. What did the note say? Something about something in the upper levels. As far as the ossuary of the damned, a chilling, bone-filled alcove carved into a natural chamber in the upper levels, but it seems her markings have been worn away by time after that. Here, maybe? Okay, I am able to follow Marwyn's trail for a while, but the carved markings are faded and worn by centuries of weathering. By the time I reach the ossuary, I can no longer make them out at all. Fortunately, I've always wanted an excuse to use a Carwick's candle. Okay, come here. You're the Carwick's candle. The symbol for flame is rendered above the symbol for wax, the depiction of a candle. Stalagmites retreat under the light of the candle as I hold it aloft and search the shifting rock walls for any signs of Marwyn's trail. Suddenly, I see it, an M etched into the rock, as clear as if it had been carved yesterday. I follow the trail in an excited hurry, tripping and stumbling as the candle distorts the height of the floor, until I come to its end at a small boulder. Rolling the rock to one side, I reach behind it and reclaim Marwyn's lost treasure. Interesting. It gives me goosebumps. It's made of tin as well. Next. And let's put that one away. Oh, did I already put it away? What happened to you? Moof. Okay. We're gonna figure out what happened to him in a second. Moof. Oh, wait, maybe this is a curse. Oh, yeah, because I had him go read the thing. Breath of Lyra, Black Heart. Tormund's paralysis affects the mouth and tongue so that speech becomes impossible. Okay, so I need to figure out how to cure Tormund's paralysis. Let's go look. Right here. Tormund's Bane. Okay. These can be rolled along the tongue to cure Tormund's paralysis, or worn about the neck to protect against the curse. Like most items that ward against curses, they emit a diurnic field pattern. Okay, I think it's this thing. Diurnic. Yes, that's a diurnic field pattern. I think it's this thing. This is an item that can be worn about the neck. It has a moving part that can roll across the tongue. It produces a diurnic field. Yes. Thank you. I don't even know how I managed to get down from Weatherlam. Everything went dark after reading the inscription on the tall stone, but somehow I knew if I made it to Strange Antiquities, I would be okay. Through the darkness, I received a message from the Nameless Ones. They seek an item called the Naline Casket. Nope, we ain't giving it to them. If we give it to them, they promise to free those it has infected. Nope. I don't think we have a choice. Nope. At least we can be certain of one thing. If they have the casket, they will not allow it to be opened. No, I don't agree with that. All they desire, all they value is power. And opening the casket would release all of its contained power. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea. Verona Green. Oh, your eyes are black. The time has come to decide, Thaumaturge. The casket wants to be opened. The casket will be opened. Nothing can stop it now, and yet there is still a part of this mind that will not be quieted. Help me to calm this clamoring rage inside my head. This is your chance to elevate yourself above the scurrying ants that absently crawl through their meaningless lives. No. I am going to not help you. I'm going to see what a Zephyrium does. The Abrasive Nether makes it easier. Is used to purge unwanted memories. Yeah, this could potentially get rid of Verona. I don't want that. What is the other one? These resonant objects give off a faint odor that will be familiar to any thaumaturge. It is the scent of the storm, of ozone, and power, the scent of magic. When these vapors are inhaled deeply, they can unlock deep wells of anger and channel them into a powerful maelstrom. This is the power of the west wind. Okay, wait a minute. No, I want to help the rage. Because the rage is Verona, right? The time has come to decide, thaumaturge. The casket wants to be open. The casket will be open. Nothing can stop it now, and yet there is a still part of the spine that will not be quieted. Help me to calm this claiming rage inside my head. No, this is not Verona speaking. This is whatever demon that I'm dealing with. And so I need to help the rage fight back against this demon. So I need to find a Zephyrium. Okay, so what did it say I would need? A faint odor. The scent of the storm, of ozone and power. It's a resonant object. Resonant objects. Okay, so it'll react to the compass. And it has a faint odor. Compass, I need you, please. Possibly this thing. It gives off a scent like that of a brewing storm. This is it. Okay, you go back down here. Thank you for doing your job. You come with me. I am able to use the resonance compass to confirm that this is a resonant object. Closer inspection reveals the scent that I am expecting. Grist. For the ritual of the broken path, a grist is heated slowly over flame. To have full effect, it must be held in an ungloved hand until the ritual is complete, no matter how hot it gets. The ritual should not be performed by those who have not studied the Wixic art. It is common to suffer burns, but when done correctly, it should not be painful. Okay, hopefully I've helped Verona. Okay, and end the day. But the problem with storing powerful dark artifacts is that slowly, inevitably, the darkness seeps out. Yes. Oh, a ball of yarn. I was like, what am I looking at? Okay, a ball of yarn. The ball of yarn is a trail. Oh, hi, Dash. Hold on. We have a visitor. Hold on, sweet boy. Let me adjust this for you. We'll see. He may lay down or he may stay there licking himself. Okay, let's see. So this ball of yarn looks very interesting. I'm betting it lines up with a road. What is that I'm hearing? What am I hearing? Hold on. Let me make sure it's not. Yeah, no, it's something in the game. I'm not hearing it anymore now, though. Yeah, it's a repetitive noise. I think it's part of that song, maybe. Maybe the catacombs? Ah, there it is. It's this one here. Okay. Inhaling deeply from the spirit vault to stave off the madness of the depths, I make my way carefully down crumbling passageways past decaying crypts. Oh, I'm going to move the sound back up. Now that I've figured out it's just the music. I think it was on an 80. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Anyways, inhaling deeply from the spirit vault to stave off the madness of the depths, I make my way carefully down crumbling passageways past decaying crypts. Placed carelessly on top of the tomb is a collection of clay pots. Some lie in pieces, but most are whole. At first, the collection seems unremarkable, but one in particular stands out, and I take it back up to the surface to take a closer look. Interesting. Okay, next. Marion Lancaster. Someone very dear to me has fallen ill. I would like a nephroquant. Okay. Hold on, let me turn off my cat cam because he seems to be done. There we go. I would like a nephroquant. Do not be concerned, dear. I have used one before and know what I am doing. Okay, if you say so. I don't remember what a nephroquant was, but I remember it was not easy to use from what I read. Ah, yes, this is the thing that causes Braxis. Okay, but they can be used to draw out infections. However, they will cause Braxis if held against bare skin for long periods. And the rituals of resurrection. Necromancies of the Five Knolls. Let's go look at resurrection. Only under nephroquant. Okay. Let's look and see if there's a symbolism for resurrection. No. No. Rebirth? I mean, rebirth is resurrection. Oh, and they cause Braxis if worn too long. That's the hand. This is an actual severed hand. Withered flesh, grim. Yeah. That's it there. Mm-hmm. This is what you're wanting. The item here is the ring, a wearable item. It is attached to a hand scarred by Braxis. The spiral design of the item is a representation of the symbol for rebirth or resurrection. Dread Vivant. A Dread Vivant is the only way to handle some of the more dangerous artifacts. It can siphon power away from oneself for a time. The power rising up off a Dread Vivant is subtle but noticeably invigorating. These objects represent the balance of life and death, of good and evil, of hope and despair. Franklin Underhill. Please do pay us a visit. We have some items that we're confident will be of interest to you. Who are you? The Twinnings, artisans of wood, iron, and clay. 2nd Market Avenue in Undermere. Okay, well, let's take a look at that then. The Twinnings, 15. Okay, the man who dropped off his card introduces himself as the owner of the Twinnings, an unusual, sprawling series of grotto-like rooms filled with handcrafted carpentry, ironmongery, and pottery. He leads me past wooden chairs and strange iron contraptions to a room unlike the others. This one is filled with small trinkets, ornaments, and jars of various sizes, containing ominous-looking liquids and organic materials. I know it might not look like much, but there are some items of value among the junk here, says the man. Take your time and let me know if you find anything interesting. 2 hours later, I have indeed unearthed something very interesting that I'm keen to take back to the shop for further investigation. Okay, this gem means it's for dark purposes. This one stands for death. Interesting. I am leaving the Twinnings with my haul when a man shouts at me from across the street. As I look around, annoyed, I notice to my horror that the man's eyes are as black as coal. He rushes towards me and I stumble backwards, fumbling with the strap of my satchel as I try to grab an item to stop him. A Wixit cord. Okay, I need a Wixit cord. What does a Wixit cord look like? Despite the name, these simple-looking items do not produce a Wixit field. They belong to the diurnal branch. They cause a freezing effect on the body, earning them the nickname Medusa stones. Fortunately, this effect is not permanent. These simple-looking items do not produce a Wixit field. They belong to the diurnal branch. Okay, what does the diurnal branch's field look like? Okay, so that's Diurnic and Noctic. Okay. I thought that was one. Okay, there's one. Okay, and there's the other. So the DNA and then the 3 circles. Okay. DNA and the 3 circles. And it's probably going to have something symbolizing like paralysis, like this, on it. And it's a stone. No, not that. Something of stone symbolizes... Okay, wait a minute. This is fire and ice. No, that's not it either. No. be this thing. No. A Wixic cord. It's a simple looking item. Okay, hold on. Let me read it one more time. They cause a freezing effect in the body, earning them the nickname Medusa stones. Fortunately, this effect is not permanent. No. A freezing effect in the body. What does freezing look like again? Oh, I was looking at the wrong types. It would help if I'm looking at the right type. I need you. Okay, so there's that one, the doubles. And then there's... what was it? That one, spirals. Okay. Go back up. This thing. Okay, I think it's this thing. Yep, got it. The item features many symbols of paralysis. It produces a noctic field from the diurnal branch. Okay, cool. To my relief, the man goes rigid almost immediately and topples forward onto the cobblestones. I turn and run, wanting to put as much distance as possible between myself and that creature. When I finally come to my senses, I realize I should alert Dr. Robertson, but by the time I return to the Twinnings, the man is nowhere to be seen. Okay, next. Edmund Bishop, something bad is about to happen. The ravens know it. My grandfather once taught me how to use a Cassander to see the paths ahead, but I saw what it did to him and vowed never to touch one again after he died. But the gnawing worry of what is coming has become too much for me. A Cassander. Okay, let's look up a Cassander. Why is it acting like I haven't got the Wixic cord? Okay, yeah, it did it just then. Okay. Cassander. The eyes of a Cassander focus the power of the mind, enabling those skilled enough to see the path or path ahead. These items do not produce a mentic field, as one might expect, but rather the more mysterious selenic field. Care should always be taken with any object of prophecy, and these are no different. Many have been seduced or driven mad by the paths shown to them and have been led to ruin. Okay, this one has arrows, which makes me think it could be this one. Also, is that a... which path is that? I need a Selenic. this the selenic one? Yes, okay, so this is the selenic one. So it says it's going to produce a selenic one. That does not produce a selenic one, so it's not that. Foresight. This is Stone of Foresight, so it could be this. It does produce a selenic one. What happens if I use it over like a map? Nothing. Okay, that was just because it was closing. I was curious if this candle thing did anything to the shop, because it's the one that turns back time or whatever. Okay, anyways. Okay, we're at 2 hours. I'm pretty sure the Cassander is, oh no, I haven't found it yet. Oh no, I thought it was this thing. Hold on, let me see if there's any other better options. No, I think that's gonna be the best item. Yep, it was, okay. The item features 2 malachite gemstones, stones of sight or eyes. It produces a selenic field. Weaving edge. A weaving edge is used to enter the red night, a bloodthirsty state of mind. Tradition dictates that the handle should be made from the wood of a great oak. Okay, interesting. Let's see. There always seems to be something going on in Undermere, and sooner I can get this sorted and be on my way, the better. My uncle gave me a ring, and I have had nothing but bad fortune ever since. I'm starting to think it might be cursed. Is there any way to uncurse it? Yes, there is. What was the thing that uncursed items? Fatalist Link? No, not that. Damascus? No. Custic Purifier, that's what it is. Okay, a small topaz gemstone known as the Eye is placed in a strong-smelling liquid, usually some potent barley, spirit, or vinegar. Small tokens, such as rings or amulets, perhaps, submerged in liquid and left for a full cycle of the moon, are cleansed of simple imbued curses or hexes. Okay, yeah, so this is it. I need the classic purifier, which is, or Sussex Purifier, which is this thing. The label bears the symbol for vinegar. Closer inspection reveals that there is a small object rattling inside. Lavinia Hawthorne. I have been researching ancient customs, particularly those relating to thaumaturgy, and I am fascinated by the use of objects in ritual ceremonies. Okay. So, what do we have to say? If you're able to get your hands on a gris, I would be very interested in studying it further. A gris. What's a gris? Oh, too far. Okay, a gris. For the ritual of the broken path, a gris is heated slowly over flame to have full effect. It must be held in an ungloved hand until the ritual is complete, no matter how hot it gets. The ritual should not be performed by those who have not studied the Wixic art. It is common to suffer burns, but when done correctly, it should not be painful. Grease is heated slowly over flame to have full effect. It must be held in an ungloved hand until the ritual is complete. Ritual of the broken path. Where does it mention broken path? Amphibian talon. Okay. Okay. So an ungloved hand. Fire, ice, paralysis. Fire. Cold. Heat. So this is hot and cold, and that's ice. Okay, so this one is fire, ice, paralysis. This one is hot and cold, and then foresight. These one of the 4 different elements. This is earth. Ungloved hand, no matter how hot it gets. Studied the Wixic art, so it's probably a Wixic field. In an ungloved hand. I kind of wonder if it's this thing. Fire and ice, they would balance each other out. Paralysis, you would maybe not be able to feel it. Does it produce a Wixic field? What does a Wixic field look like again? Little one, big one, and then crystal looking thing. Okay, so that's a Wixic field, the wavy thing. Okay, this does produce a Wixic field. Let's try this. Got it. The item has soot on its lower half, which suggests it has been held over flame. I hadn't noticed that, but okay. And that it produces a Wixic field. Okay. Lunima. A lunima, also called a moon pool or heart of tranquility, harnesses the power of the elements to create an aura of unease. They can be used to keep people away from places they are not welcome. There is a superstition among thaumaturges that says that a lunima should not be used when the moon is full. It's not known where this idea came from. Interesting. Leopold Morris. Oh, hey, J-Man. I don't know how long ago you messaged, but it's nice to see you. Don't worry about being late. You're fine. We haven't beat it yet, so there's still time. Let's see. There has been a basilisk sighting in the hills across the river from Backborough. I wouldn't say I'm a brave man, but I have a duty to protect my livestock and my village. Better me than a younger man with his life ahead of him. I have come to prepare my sword. Okay, so he needs a foil. Folium. What's it called again? Folium. Yeah, folium. A blade is drawn across the face of a folium 6 times during the ritual of the Hand of Prior. Dreher huntsmen and those wanting to prove themselves perform this ritual before seeking out the basilisk, as a folium blade is the only known way to pierce its thick armor. Okay, so it's something that has a blade that's used to sharpen a blade. I could see this thing maybe. Crisscrossed grooves. It chills my blood to hold it. Maybe that thing. Let's see what other options. The eyes seem to pierce my soul. Raised detailing, warm and smooth. Small green gemstones. Basilisk is a snake, so it could be that thing. Let's try this one first. Got it. The grooves on the item suggest that a blade has been drawn across it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Francesca Robertson. They've escaped. At first, my patients grew agitated when I used the Gaudian siren, but then I had a breakthrough. Vivian Cartwright woke up. She seemed lucid, calm even. I made a stupid mistake and loosened her restraints. I don't know what happened, whether the siren stopped working or if perhaps it had never worked and she tricked me. But almost immediately, she changed back and turned violent. Before I knew it, she had managed to free the others. Oof, that sucks. We tried to stop them, but they fought their way out of the hospital. I have no idea where they have gone. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, so that's the end of the day. What notes, if any, do we have? We have that one. And we have that one. Okay. Almost the last day. We are on day 16. Well, night 16. Day 17 in just a second. Almost imperceptibly, the casket began to absorb the crepuscular power that had leached into the stone and the earth of its lightless tomb. This is a tombstone with a sun. Okay, so I need to figure out which symbol on my clock matches this moon sign, but it's going to be a moon. Okay, well, not that. Not that. Not that. Here, let me bring the card back up here. I'm going to be able to see it. No. Okay, it's that one. So it's the one that is half and half. So I'm looking for a catacomb that is half and half. This one. Unless there's any others. No, this is all I'm seeing. Getting this one. Yep. The air is stifling in the darkness, and the claustrophobia of the tunnels almost overwhelms me, but I press on. I remind myself that there are few who venture down here, which means the chances of an interesting find are higher. It doesn't take long for my search to bear fruit. Ooh, it almost looks like a dagger. Cool. Thaddeus White. The witherance was a terrible idea. Okay. I've only gone and made things worse. I wish Eli was back. He'd know what to do. Some years ago now, a friend brought me an item, a black casket. Ah, yes. And I learned that it was a dark article. I should have brought it to Eli right then and there, but I knew he would want to destroy it. Yes, because it should be destroyed. I'm a collector of things. It seemed too important to allow it to be destroyed, but I see how naive that was now. This casket is far more dangerous than anything I have come across before. And now I hear they are looking for it with their black eyes. Either I need to keep them out of the museum or bring the casket here to Strange Antiquities and hide it in one of its secret places. Dread Viviant or Lunima. Let's see what my options are. What is a Dread Viviant? A Dread Viviant is the only way to handle some of the more dangerous artifacts. It can siphon power away from oneself for a time. The power rising up off a Dread Viviant is subtle but noticeably invigorating. These objects represent the balance of life and death, of good and evil, of hope and despair. Okay, so it would siphon its power for a little while. Then the other one was a Lunima. A Lunima, also called a moon pool or heart of tranquility, harnesses the power of the elements to create an aura of unease. They can be used to keep people away from places they are not welcome. There is a superstition among thaumaturges that say that a Lunima should not be used when the moon is full. It is not known where this idea came from. So the Lunima is to keep them out of the museum. The Dread Viviant, or however you say it, it is meant to reduce its power so that it could potentially be brought here, I believe. Okay. What did we say these things look like? This one is all of the elements. Okay, I'm pretty sure I know what that one is anyways, but what is this one? The balance of life and death, of good and evil, of hope and despair. Life and death. A dark blue-green gemstone, a dark gemstone with some red flecks in it, wood painted to look like bone. Wood painted green. Wood polished, smooth, intricate detailing, smooth. I hear low chanting when I hold it to my ear. That doesn't sound good. It causes me to reflect on my own mortality. That, I mean, I guess it could be that. Life and death. Did it have symbols? No, just the gemstones. Okay, let's look at the gemstones. A stone of death and decay. It grows on iron coffins and waterlogged corpses. I think this one is the Lunima. Let's try this thing. Nope. Okay. Life and death. Life. Life, death. So the infinity symbol is life. Death is kind of looks like a person's head. Life and death, life and death. I think it's this thing. Okay, Dread Vivint. The concept of balance is reflected in the design, the skull, death, and the flower, life. Okay. Closer inspect reveals the power the item exudes. Okay. Hopefully this worked out for us. Light of Corchin. Despite appearances, these Noctic items have no connection to the League of the Envisian Heart. They are objects of considerable power that can turn darkness to light, fear to joy. David Schaffer. There's an uneasy quiet in town today. There aren't many people out and about. I'm heading straight home as soon as I'm done with my deliveries. Okay, probably smart. I've recently come into possession of a number of texts on the subject of arcane artifacts. You are welcome to them if they are of any use to you. If I don't hear from you, then I will donate them to the library across the street. Okay, so wherever this person lives, there's a library across their street. Where's the library? Wordsworth Library 26. So they live either here or here. Several of the scrolls look promising, but they are written in the Daedric script, and my understanding is too rudimentary to make use of them. If Verona was around, I'm sure she could translate them, but she isn't, and I can't. Oh, no, you can use the, what's it called? What was it called? not that. Babelia? Is it a Babelia? Yes. The effect of the Babelia makes my head spin, and I close my eyes tight for a moment as my mind catches up. The pages swirl and blur in front of me, letters and words floating in and out of focus. After a time, I find that I can read them, though it takes some effort, and I feel drained as I reach the end. Water shadow. It is alleged that a water shadow can be used to pass through solid matter. Oh, hi, your name changed. Yeah, the numbers at the end changed. Well, hi, it's nice to see you again. It is alleged that a water shadow can be used to pass through solid matter, but the art has long faded from memory. The items themselves are often uninteresting, producing only a faint stomach field, perhaps as a result of going unused for so many years. Okay. Okay, this one is in the archive now. What else we got? With all that's been happening in Undermere, I picked the worst week possible to lose my Bryac charm. Okay, so you need a Bryac charm. I hope that you have one that I can replace it with. I'll have to check. I'm sure I do, though. What is a Bryac charm? Right here. A powerful item that offers hope in times of worry, protection in times of darkness, and wisdom in times of uncertainty. So protection, darkness, wisdom. Okay. It wields the power of the maiden, the mother, and the crone, the Wiccan triple goddess. Hi! Hi, Christy. Is it Christy Bully? That's cute. But yeah. Hi, it's nice to see you. Remember, we don't share names. Y'all can talk to them outside. Because they could be strangers. We don't share names. I think it might be this thing. It is. Okay. The item resembles the symbol of the triple goddess. Yes. Argyle, a vessel of the earth used in various Dradic rituals. Okay. Let's put you over here. I'm sorry, I did not intend to be away for so long. I trust the shop has not been too much trouble to look after in my absence. I have learned a lot from my time in Oxford. Who is you? Who is you? Y'all are so cute. But again, don't share names. If you want to, you can give riddles that only people that like we know would know, you know what I mean? But don't share names. Okay, anyways, I have learned a lot from my time in Oxford. There is a powerful dark article here in Undermere called the Nayland Casket, and now you're telling me, will you stop scrolling? And now you're telling me that my foolish half-wit of a brother has had it in his museum this whole time. I know how to destroy it, but it's not going to be easy. Whatever happens, it must not be opened. We will need to create a pillar of Caloris. Okay. From what I gather, such a feat has not been attempted in over 500 years. Wow. Okay. I just hope there's enough time to prepare. I'm afraid I can't stay, but I'll be back as soon as I can. You are constantly leaving me, and it seems like this whole town is going to heck, and we're all gonna die, and you just keep leaving me. Okay, anyways, so I need to make a what now? A pillar of Caloris. I don't even think I've... Oh, okay, here we go. A pillar of Caloris is a powerful blast of energy that can consume the darkness. In my opinion, it is the safest way to destroy powerful dark articles. It can only be produced at a place of significant thaumic convergence. Strength and weakness, light and darkness align the opposing powers at opposing compass points. Strength and weakness, light and darkness align the opposing powers at opposing compass points. Yeah, I figured you were. With Corchin's light, the strong will be made weak, and the dark will be made light. Okay. At the compass. So, at the compass points. Does that mean I need to use my compass to do this? Strength and weakness, light and darkness. Line the opposing powers at opposing compass points. With Korchin's light, the strong will be made weak, and the dark will be made light. Korchin's light. Oh. I don't have Korchin's light. Is that something back here? Korchin, Asik ring. Okay. Let's put this in our inventory for right now. Let's see who's next. Isabel Stowe. I have had my energy drained by some disturbing evil power, okay? You and everybody else in this town. For days now, I have felt tired and frail, and then today I found something that horrified me. Okay, what'd you find? Beneath my bed, oh, we're starting off with a bad start. Beneath my bed, I discovered a carved wooden effigy with a strange symbol painted upon it. I don't know who has done this to me, but all I want for now is to lift this feeling of weakness. Okay, so somebody, it sounds like, gave you a witherance that has made you weak. So you need a fortnance, I believe. I believe they counteract each other. Fortnance. A fortnance can enhance physical strength or restore strength that has been sapped. Yeah. Okay, so this is what you need. Fortnance, come here. Gotcha. The item bears a symbol of strength. It is made of stone. Next. Susan Hill. I don't trust you. Because you're part of the Amphibian Talon cult thing. And cults kind of freak me out. I would like a bloodbeck. The nameless ones are restless. I'm ready to hear their voices. I don't want you to hear anything from the nameless gods. Thank you. A bloodbeck. Okay. It was once thought that these objects could be used to commune with the dead, but it is now widely believed that such a thing is not possible. It is not known where the strange voices that emanate from a bloodbeck originate, but there are some who believe they are the voices of the nameless gods. Okay. There was something that when I put it up to my ear. Okay, you're wanting this thing. Ugh. Probably gonna regret that decision. The design of the item and the Vivianite gemstone suggests a connection to death. Closer inspection reveals the whispers within. Yum. Korchena. These are used to call on the guile and wisdom of the goddess Korchen. She is a goddess of the earth, creation, and rebirth. It is maintained by some that these are not objects of power, but they exude an imposing aura that is hard to explain. Okay. Go be on your way. Go cause destruction in the town like everybody else is doing. Thaddeus White. I went to move the casket, but it's gone. Great, you've lost it. Okay, we're all dead. What do we do? I heard Eli is back in town, but if he hasn't come to see me, and if he's not here, then I don't know where to find him. Oh, what do we do? Okay. Well, that's why you should have told your brother about this when you got the thing years ago, so he could have helped you destroy it before it takes over our whole town. Okay. They never learn. They never learn. Let me organize, because I like having all the labeled stuff together. It is so crowded over here. We'll put you right here. Okay, and then these are all unlabeled. Okay, cool. End day. Dawn of the last day. It festered and pulsated until it could no longer be contained. Okay, this is the casket. It festered and pulsated until it could no longer be contained. Some part of it reached out from the darkness, creating eyes, so that it might find itself, and hands so that it might open itself. The casket wanted to be open, yes, because there's some kind of evil demon spirit thing in there, and it's going to kill our whole town. That's what I've deduced. Books. The library? Am I going to the library? I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and the arcane. Oh, I know who this is. You can just say yes or no, but it starts with a T. I'm curious if I'm right. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. Yep, I know who you are. Okay, so this one. So let's see. I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and the arcane. Okay, so you're in the library. So let's go to the library. Where's the library? Wordsworth Library. Is that the one I want? Or is there another library? Okay, I think it's this one. So 26. 26 right here. That's right here. The Wordsworth Library is a quiet haven of books and knowledge. Its shelves, well stocked and well kept, a place where time slows with every turn of a page. The librarian, Simone, sits on the desk, her focus fixed on her work as always. I've found some old books that dig into the history of strange antiquities, she says without looking up. It's very old, you know. I'll be sure to visit if I uncover anything useful. So that wasn't what I needed. Okay, hold on. Well, where else would there be? Oh, maybe this is at the castle. Hold on. What did it say? I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and the arcane. Okay, hold on. So library. This is the first floor. Oh, I forgot this is set in like Europe, and so ground floor, first floor. This would be the second floor. So the library is over like this section here. So I wonder, do they mean it's in the library, or do they mean it's in one of these rooms below the library? If so, this lines up right here, and so it'd be in like one of these 3-ish rooms here, it looks like. Okay, so let's start with the library. Okay, entering the esoteric and arcane. Okay, yes, got it. Entering the library, I am drawn to a dark alcove round to the right, bearing the title Esoterica and Arcana. I'm sure there is much to learn here, but sadly, a cursory glance is all I have time for today. Piled upon a reading desk, I find books on ornithology alongside bestiaries of the old world. You can learn a lot about a person from the books that they read. What? I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and the arcane. Okay, so it's below the library. Okay, hold on. They said that was on the right? I think they said that was on the right side of the room. So I think it would be... Where's the castle map again? This one. I think it's going to be the right side of the room. Where's the door? The door is here in the right side of the room. Oh, all of this is the library? Oh. Well, that makes things more difficult. That means all of this here. But it's the right side of the room, so that means it narrows it down to like these here. I already had something from this room already. Remember, we don't name names. Elle, she's think like Greek mythology. You have like the Greek cities, Athena, not Athena, Athens. There's a bunch of other ones. The one that starts with a T though is the one that she is. But I'm gonna delete that message because I don't want the names on there, okay? Okay, let's try this one. No. Okay. Well, this is not going well. Then we try again. Let's try this one. No. Okay. It's right below this, so it should be... Here it is. Okay, finally. Okay, so I got an achievement called Tarot Reader. Solve all the clues. Okay, good. So I solved all the clues because I get a clue each day, and I'm on the last day, so I got all of those. Sunday, as I open the door, and I am hit by the musty smell of damp. This room hasn't been entered for some time. The corner of the room is piled high with scrolls of parchment and old books, but underneath the debris, I find something of interest. It looks like a shield. It's kind of interesting. It's like a little mini shield. Let's put you over there. Okay, I have a bunch of things, but I have no idea what these things are. Okay, next customer. Eli. Okay, tell me you've worked out with... The museum was ransacked last night. Of course it was. I went looking for my brother, but he's nowhere to be found. Okay, great. He's probably dead. The good news is they didn't find what they were looking for. Okay, good. He saved the caskets. We're not all gonna die. I moved the casket myself and hid it here in one of Strange Antiquities' vaults. It is safe for now, but we can't leave it here for long. I have more to prepare, but I've left instructions on how to access the vault in the desk drawer. Okay, I thought I had accessed all the places. He must mean down here in this desk drawer thingy. Ah, here we are. A candle that gives off no light. An anchor that has never touched the ocean. A finger, but not of flesh. Okay. So it's ones I gotta put on these little podium things. Put all the potions down here. Okay, so I need a candle that gives off no light. That's this one, Carrick's candle, because it gives an invisible light. Okay, and then I need... an anchor that has never touched the ocean. Which one of these was called an anchor? It was like a shadow anchor. Right there, shadow anchor. Okay, so you're gonna go here. And then a finger, but not of flesh. Not of flesh. A finger, but not of flesh. Maybe this thing? Because it's a stone hand? But it specifies a finger. And this is a whole hand. A finger, but not of flesh. I think I'm gonna try this thing. We're gonna see. No, not that. Okay, it didn't work, so it's not that one. A finger, but not of flesh. That one actually is flesh, so it's not that. Let's try some of these different hand-looking things. No. A finger, but not of flesh. A finger, but not of flesh. It's a claw, but it's flesh. A claw is considered flesh. I would think it's the flesh of a cat. We could try it anyways. Okay, yeah, no, not that either. Try the stone hand. No. A finger, but not of flesh. A finger, but not of flesh. What might that be? A finger, but not of flesh. Finger, but not of flesh. These are bird claws. No, okay. Finger, but not of flesh. Maybe this thing that kind of looks like a hand, but it's like a six-fingered hand. No. A finger, but not of flesh. A finger, but not of flesh. Maybe like a talon? No. A finger, but not of flesh. That's what it said, right? A finger, but not of flesh. A finger, but not of flesh. A finger. A finger points, The finger can be used to point, to touch. Maybe like this compass, it points at things. Maybe something like that. No? Okay. Finger, but not of flesh. Is there any of my items that let you like touch things without touching them? Okay, that's the memory one, not that. Ambra, mental fog, no. The talon, I already tried that. Earth, I don't know on that one. Shadow, no. Breathing underwater, no. Binding seed, no. No. Bone scarred, no. A finger, but not of flesh. Shows the pathways is what that one does. So it kind of points to, let's try that one. Cassander, where are you at? Ready, let's try this. No. A finger, but not of flesh. Oh, what about the Wandering Shroud? Maybe the Wandering Shroud has a finger? No. I mean, it's a ghost, so I guess it makes sense it doesn't have a finger, but... Finger, but not made of flesh. This kind of looks like a little person. No. I'm running out of options. I didn't ever try this, but I'm pretty sure it's not this, because this actually is made out of flesh. Okay, that's what I thought. A finger, but not made of flesh. Struggling. Finger, but not made of flesh. Maybe I don't have what I need for it yet. Because I do know in the book some of the ones that I'm missing. One of them had finger in the name. Yeah, witch's finger. And I haven't found this one yet. Witch's finger are said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body, a most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that has cured some and finished off others. High Green Church, home of the witch. The witch is in quotations, making it implied to me that she's not that he or she, or it, whatever it was not really a witch, which makes me think maybe it's not even human. What kind? I mean, this kind of looks like a hand. That was it? That was it. That was it, apparently. That was it, I guess. I need to put those back, though, because I just messed it up. I accidentally took them out. You come back here. No, not you. So I'm guessing you are my witch's finger. Height, please. Not fingered, finger. Okay, so you're my witch's finger. So it's a tree. I mean, I do see the tree here. So the tree was the witch? Man, people are crazy. Okay, anyways, what were the other two? I need to bring them back. The candle. And then the other one was... The shadow anchor, yeah. Okay, now open back up. Okay, so I need to get the clock to look like that one. All the way around, please. There we are. Okay, and then now we rotate it. Okay, and so I need to... I know some people had to go. But that's okay. Like I said, if you like it, you can stay. If not, you can watch it later. It doesn't matter to me. Or you don't have to watch it all, so... okay, let's do this one. And then... here. And then there. Okay. Oh, not leave. Okay, you are the casket. You're the thing. The evil thing. A complex feeling comes over me. It is both horrifying and yet compelling. Blackened wood. Gold. Rough, smooth, rough. Has no sense of smell. Okay. Ugh. The evil thing. What? What? Why does it make it turn purple? I don't... Seriously, why does it turn it purple? That's so weird. Okay, we're gonna hide you. You go in there. Okay, cool. Now no one will know, because it'll be our secret. They will not know what's in there. Of course, they're definitely gonna know, because they're like demons or whatever, but whatever. Anyways, next. Okay, the lake has turned black. Oh, great. As omens go, I'd say that's probably quite a bad one. Yes, the witch that was here before said that was bad. But the mail won't deliver itself. Yeah, thank you, mailman. Out here, world ending, still delivering mail. I found this note in an old writing desk up at Gleeston Castle. I expect it will mean more to you. Fear in autumn, rising in winter. It feels all too... prescient? Prescient? I've never even heard that word before, but it sounds like it means like important or pressing. It feels all too prescient as we hurtle towards winter and a terrible, unknowable fate. Okay. Let's see. Gleeston Castle. And I need this thing. And it said that it was fear in winter? Yeah, fear in autumn. Okay, so we're looking for autumn and fear. The fear symbol is... Where's fear symbol? There. So fear in autumn and then rising in winter. There. I searched the room at the foot of the western tower quite thoroughly before finding a stash of papers. To my dismay, they are largely the scrawlings of a madman, but in amongst the nonsense, there is some valuable information. Okay, what did we find? Oh, we got more pages. Storm ward. Interesting. Okay. So this one's done. We'll put it in our archives. What was this one? Okay, yeah, that I have no idea what I was doing. This was what the witch wants me to do. I'm pretty sure that is not good. I'm pretty sure that gives really bad things. Probably world-ending game there. Or game. The game ends with the world ending is what I'm trying to say there. Anyways, okay. Barton Potter. Okay, I have discovered the missing piece of the puzzle. What is our missing piece of the puzzle? There is an ancient shrine to the nameless gods at the skull of Blencathra. It seems humanity tried worshipping them once, long ago, before we learned how little they care for us. We must take... No, we must not. Well, yeah, we need to allow it not to be opened. I agree. I don't think that we take it to wherever this is. We destroy it. Like Eli said, we build the thing and destroy it. This thing. Pillar of Caloris. Strength and weakness, light and darkness. The opposing powers at opposing compass points. Strength and weakness. I know those. Those are easy. Strength and weakness. So weakness. Excuse me. Come here. Well, you just sit right there. Anyways, and then strength. Your strength. So strength and weakness. And then what was the others? Nope, not you. We don't like you. We're not doing yours. This one. Light and darkness. Align the opposing powers. Light and darkness. Now that one I'm not positive on. There's the sun bond, which produces light. There's also the candle thing, but it produces an invisible light. Because it shows, like, the past. It's more like for time travel. So probably the sun bond. But then what is the thing that produces darkness? It's a hearing charm. It makes you fly. Produces darkness. Okay, these I know I need. What is the darkness one though? Let's use the index. Something about dark or darkness. Dark. Shadow hold. It's a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle or some sort of box that can be used to contain an exotic spirit. The manifestation known as creeping dark. Pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated... Maybe? I don't think it's that one though. What was... Dark article... Darkness. Okay, let's try this. These objects of considerable power that can turn darkness to light. I know I need one of these. These Noctic items have no connection to the League of the Amphisian Heart, despite appearances. So they look like they are connected to the League of the Amphisian Heart. Okay, so I'll have to look at that again. I don't remember what items were considered part of that. Darkness. The Tenebran Cloak. What did it do again? Creates a sphere of enshrouding darkness that will cloak all within its reach. That could be it. The Tenebran Cloak. Which one is that? There you are. Okay, I think... Oh, you're already done. Let me put you in here. I think I have my items. Now, I don't know what I do with them, but I think I have them so that I can stop this world-ending thing and destroy this casket. Okay, and then what was the other one I need? The sun thing. Sun bond. Okay, I think it's these four. It seems weird to me, though, that 3 of them are totems. I wonder if there's a different one I need to find for the light. Hold on. Let's go look at light. Wait, what other options were there for darkness? The Braic charm. It offers protection in times of darkness. Okay, no, not that. I wanted to go back and look at darkness again. Veiled Fen. What was the Veiled Fen? It's brightly colored in the light, but it clouds over after a short period in total darkness. Okay, no, not that. Okay, so I think I found the right darkness totem thing. My light one might be wrong. Okay, so there's... No. Maybe the ethereal key? Oh, come back here. Ethereal key is designed to be hidden by its gemstones of light. These are rare items. Okay, no, I don't think it's that. That Aries in there. Used by those who work in low light conditions such as miners. So they allow light to be felt through touch. That doesn't sound to me like what I'm looking for. But then the only other one is the candle, and the candle is more like time. It's more like a little time machine. It shows me the past. Okay, I think it is right. It just seems weird that they chose 3 totems and a pendant for this one, but whatever. I'm guessing it's right. So they would go at opposing points on the compass. Are all of these... Oh. Only one of these are resonance items. Never mind, none of these are resonance items. It's reacting to something up there. Okay. And then I need Corchin's light, whatever Corchin's light is. The strong will be made weak, and the dark will be made light. Okay. And I have to take this somewhere and set them in like the directions of the compass, and they have to be opposing each other. Like that. But somewhere specific I'm supposed to be setting them. Okay. I guess we need to bring our next guest. I don't know what else to do. What other hints did we have for anything? We've done that one. You can go away. We're not doing you. We don't like you. No, that's right. I can't separate you. I think we've done most of those. Okay, I guess let's bring in another guest and see what they say. Okay, Eli, what you got? I know it's time to end this. Have you figured out where we're supposed to be putting these things? Bring the casket to the pit. So we bring it to the pit. We bring it to the pit. The pit must be where we're putting these 4 items. Oh, I hope I have these items right. Anyway, so we put the items there. We put the casket there. And then... I don't have a Corchin's light, though. What does a Corchin's light look like? Okay, hold on. Let me read about Corchin's light again. I'm sure I have it. I just got to find which one it is. Did I not just... Where... Didn't I see... Oh, Light of Corchin. They call it differently. Okay. Despite appearances, these Noctic items have no connection to the League of the Amphisian Heart. Okay, what was the League of Amphisian Heart? They worship the ancient nameless gods, communing with them via the broken path. Okay, so this is the Amphisian Talon. And the nameless gods. What else is with the nameless gods? Bloodbeck, which was that skull thing. Okay. What's the broken path? Gris. Gris is part of the broken path. Okay, so we're looking for something. So this is part of the Amphisian thing, the cult. And... Wait, did they say it's called Corchin's Light? It's pretty small green. Yeah, it's called Corchin's Light. Corchin's the snake goddess, right? Isn't she a snake goddess? Corchin. Isn't there something called like not an eye of Corchin? What's it called? A Corchin? Oh, it was an Ossic ring. An Ossic ring that was by her. Yes, Corchin. Okay. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Corchin, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought after for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Yeah, she's a serpent goddess. So maybe this thing is the Corchin's Light. I find it unsettling. The eyes seem to pierce my soul. What color? What are those? They're green gemstones. Let's look at the gemstones. When is the clue stream? Maybe one day. Okay, so green, a stone of the earth and of nature. Maybe? Yeah, that's the only green options. Okay. I don't know. Oh, wait, hold on. These are snakes. This feels more promising. A black gemstone, bronze, textured, but smooth. No sound or smell. No thoughts on this one. Okay. Let me remember what the black gemstone was. It's black and white. A stone of the night and of darkness. There are some who fear it and some who are seduced by it. Maybe. They said it was a Noctic item. So it'll produce a Noctic pattern. Hi, excuse me, I need to look at some things. Noctic, let me look at the Noctic patterns again. Noctic. Okay. I need the square thing. And then the big ring goes at the top and the little ring goes at the bottom. Okay. You go to the square. Okay. Big ring at the top. Little ring at the bottom. Is it there? Is it all the way down here? No. I don't think that was it, was it? Big ring at the top, little ring at the bottom. That's not looking right. Is it here and here? There it is. Okay. So I needed to make the swirly shape. Okay. So let's see. What do you do if I put you there? Do you make the swirly shape? Okay, that's promising. What are these lines here? Why is it making these lines? Is it because these things are too close? Yeah, I see that. Okay. So this one could potentially be it. What about that other thing? Okay, this one is not a Noctic one, so this is not it. I'm betting it's this snake thing here. Okay, so I think this is my Corchin's Light. I think this is my strength one. This is my weakness one. This is my darkness. This is my light. And then the Corchin's Light is supposed to somehow fix them or something. I don't know on that exactly. That looks so cool. With Corchin's Light, the strong will be made weak, and the dark will be made light. Okay. Okay, I think I'm ready. Eli. Let's go do this. Do we have any more customers? Eli asked me to bring the casket to the pit. Okay, so that's it. This is their last thing. So you either win here or we lose here. Let's see what happens. Okay, I think we've done it. Let's see, we need to go to Undermere. We need to go to the pits right here. The sun is low in the sky as we arrive at the pit, casting a warm light across the treetops and the open fields. A solitary raven cries out from the tree line, and I look to the skies, but they are empty. The pit itself is an ominous sight that the otherwise serene atmosphere can do nothing to diminish. It is a scorched black hole, perhaps 5 meters in diameter, that has an unnatural look to it. This is a site of thaumic convergence, okay? Eli says, it is no simple thing to destroy an object of this kind. We need to set up opposing powers at opposing compass points, strength and weakness, light and darkness. And finally, we need the light of Corchin to bind them. Okay, okay, good. Now the problem is, how do I know which ones go where? Strength and weakness. Let's start with north. So north, that's strength. Weakness, let's do south. Okay. And then light and dark. So let's do light on this side because they say light first, and if we're thinking like a compass, you would read it this way. So yeah, let's do light here and then dark here, and then hope that's right. Okay, and then I need to put Corchin's Light in the middle. Here we go. Eli inspects my work. His face shows little emotion, but he seems satisfied. Okay, my boss seems happy with my work. That's good. By now the sun has finished setting, and only a hint of red afterglow remains in the darkening sky. The raven croaks his mournful cry once again, but this time there is a reply, and then another. I look up and see several dark shapes circling above. Oh great, the world's ending. Quickly now, they are here. Okay. I spin round to follow Eli's gaze, and my pulse quickens as I look out across the field. A large group of shadowy figures is walking steadily towards us. We can't see their faces at this distance in the low light, but I'd be willing to bet that every one of them has pools of midnight for eyes. In the sky above, the ravens continue to grow in number, and their caws and cries get louder and louder. I look down at the black object in my hands, such a small thing, and yet its seductive power is impossible to ignore. It wants to be opened. Suddenly, no, we're not opening this. Suddenly, it feels inevitable. Nope, we throw it in, the casket, now, do it. No, we give it to him. We give it to him. We do not give him the Wixit cord, we give him the casket. We give him the casket. Good, there we go. The wave of intoxicating power washes over me, but I hold strong against it. No, we are not letting this demon thing out. I hand over the casket, and together we begin activating the items arranged around the pit, working as fast as we can. It still takes longer than we'd like, and when I look up again, the thaumaturge has fear in his eyes. Oof. We are too late. The mob is upon us. No. One of them grabs Eli and tries to wrestle the casket from his hands. I rush across to help him, but it's no use. They are all around us. The man tears the casket free and it clatters to the floor, skittering towards the edge of the pit before coming to rest on the precipice. So now we punt it. We punt it right into the pit. Okay, that's the plan. No, you don't pick it up. A gray-haired woman stoops to pick it up, and I am surprised to find that I recognize her. It is Verona Green, the occult scholar. She was the one that came earlier that had her eyes all black, and I tried to fix her. I don't know if I fixed her or not. Yes! Okay, the mob cheers, but Verona turns towards me, and I am no longer afraid. Her eyes are ringed with darkness, but they are not black. I fixed her! Yay! Woo! Okay. Back from the dead. Yes. Oh, thank goodness. She winks at me and throws the casket into the pit. Yes! Victory! Okay. At the same moment, Eli activates the light of Corchin. Time stands still, and then there is a rush and a roar as a swirling vortex of blue-green light races up out of the pit. Okay, did we do it? Did we win? The casket is sent soaring up into one of the all in 95 all mainstream. Don't join cults, kids. I agree. Yes, we stay out of cults, okay? Cults are bad. The casket is sent soaring up into the night sky, where it seems to hang for a moment, turning slowly into the air until with a shrieking, splintering crash, it shatters into 1,000 pieces, and then there is nothing but smoke and the smell of ozone, and all is quiet. We did it! I got an achievement. I got achievement for Pillar of Caloris, destroy the casket. I got an achievement that said this is the end, which said reach an ending, and then the last one disappeared before I could read it. And then this, I believe, is like an epilogue. So it says, it has been a few weeks since the casket was destroyed, but I am still riding high on the elation and relief from that night. Everything, where am I at? Everything seemed to come together right when it needed to, and somehow we avoided a terrible catastrophe. I was really worried that we were going to kill this whole town. But anyways, those who were under the casket spell were released almost immediately. They remember nothing from their ordeal, but there seems to be no lingering ill effects, and Dr. Robertson says they have all made a full recovery. It is rare for Eli to express much emotion, but even he congratulated me on my strength and resolve in the face of such darkness. He too felt the allure of the casket and was worried that it would overwhelm me. He told me with a hint of pride that I would make a fine thaumaturge. Ending 1, a catastrophe avoided. So everybody's alive. Did we end up killing anybody? Alive. Oh, we have somebody missing though. She fled after trying and failing to murder Barton Potter. Okay, so she was a bad guy. That's right. Okay. Audrey Bell, she died. Yeah. When the casket was not open. She was the cult leader, though. It's cool. She dies. That's cool. Jack Hungerford. He never recovered after the trance. He was one of the first ones. Man, that sucks. Happy and safe. Good. The cat is good. I mean, don't join cults. Like, cults are bad. For sure, yes. Now, one thing about this game is that it does have multiple endings. However, I have been streaming for 3 hours and 20 minutes, basically. So I'm probably not... What about a money cult? I'm probably not going to play the other endings today. But I do think it was mentioned in my last stream that maybe I should make a video of all the different endings, and I think that might be cool. So when I have time, I might set aside time and, you know, make a video of all the different endings and post that, because I think that'd be cool. Yes, cults in general are bad. If they're giving you money, they're wanting something in return. There's no way they're just giving you money for free. Okay, yeah, so this is good. So I did well. That's exciting. No, there are no good cults. Okay, let's continue. We don't need to watch the credits. Okay, yeah, so this is an epilogue. I think they're just wanting me to identify each of the items that are left. Tess Sherwood. But I saved the town. My father is suffering from Morgan's insanity. Okay, yeah, I had that one labeled. Where are you? Morgan's folly. His doctors have given up on Victor, so told me there might be a way to save him. I think it's, yeah. Yeah, there is no good cult. If it were good, it wouldn't be a cult. Celebrities aren't cults. Explain to me how a celebrity is a cult. By cutting the poisonous thoughts. Oh no, it wants the divulge, or it wants the hook thing. Is that this thing? Nope, not that thing. No, is it Morgan's Folly? No, it's not that either. Okay, let's read and not just guess. So this is, what is it that he's suffering from again? Morgan's insanity. A poison of the mind. So he wants something, he needs something that can, to stop the infection spreading by cutting the poisonous thoughts from his mind, but she said it was beyond her skill. Okay. So that's a diverging hook. Diverging hook. Carve thoughts from the mind of another. If done with skill, the third party might have no realization that the thought was ever there at all. I think that might be this thing. Got it. Okay. What else? I know, I want to label all of these. Let's go. There's an old hermit living out past Wast? You think that's supposed to be west? Wast water. Whatever. Who barely comes into town. He brings me lists now and then for odd things. This time he wants something that will pull water from thin air. No idea if he's mad or onto something, but I said I'd ask. Okay. Yeah. Kanye kind of lost it. Let's see. Water from thin air. Does the Argyle do that? No. What about a Cortina? No. I agree, but when you go to the point of selling Nazi merch and et cetera, like, it's a little, you know. Not that one. What about Manus? What's a Manus? Who use them to conjure water from the cool night air. These are lighter than an evocant by half, not exactly the most useful insight. They are carried by desert nomads, not desert. Okay, so an evocant. How much did an evocant weigh? Was it 1 kilogram? 1 pound. 1 pound. Okay, they do it by pounds, not kilograms. Okay. So 1 pound. So then this thing would weigh half a pound. So now I have to use my scale. Okay, you go over there. So something that is going to weigh about half a pound. Okay, that weighs more than half a pound. Ooh, this weighs half a pound. The turquoise symbol, if I remember correctly, is water. Turquoise gemstone. I believe that means water. I'm going to put you over here, but I don't want to turn you in and out. Yes. Yes, I did hear about that. Not that one. This one. Pale blue or turquoise, a stone of water. Yeah, okay. I think it's this. Yay. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay. So we got that one done. So we are almost done with labeling all of these. We've got a bunch of them done. Cecile Bateman. My lungs are shut. Okay. My doctors have told me to settle my affairs, but I'm not ready to give up. Not yet. I've heard a local story about the witch of Undermere. Oh, you need a witch's finger. Is that what you're wanting? They say it's dangerous and pain. Yeah, this is what you're wanting. Okay, hurry up. Let me give you the witch's finger. Got it. Okay, next. So I'm ready to end the stream soon. I'm so tired. Need a nap. My farm is diseased, my crops won't hold, and even the animals are uneasy. My old man said the earth's angry. He says I should call upon Corchin for wisdom and blessings. Can you help? Yes. Corchin, is that this one? The weather one? No, not that one. Ooh, okay, we're playing the minigame. Guess too quickly. Roll. I got 3 snakes. Did I need snakes for anything? They'll go here. That works. Bank that. Okay, re-roll. 3 moons and a sun. Let's put this here. Roll. Nothing there, but I need to keep a cat. We'll lock that one. We'll roll the others. Oh, I got another cat. Ooh, I didn't want that, though. Or should I just lock the moon? Let's lock the moon. Because it gets rid of my bones. Okay. Roll again. I need some kitties. There's a kitty. I don't like when you just add bones like that. Okay, and all 3 of these are different, so we'll roll all of them. Okay. Oh, it's not going well. There's another bone, but there's the kitties I needed. Wait, I can't lock those now? But... Fine. Okay, hold on. So I want the kitty, and do I want the snakes or the moth things? Let's go with the moth things. Now I need 1 kitty. There we go, got it. Okay, we did it. Victory. Continue. Okay, I know. Okay, so you need the Corchin thing. I know. I'm gonna try it. Okay, so it's not that thing. Corchin's a snake. Corchin's a snake. Let's try this. I was just thinking because of weather, like for crops, because that was all the weather symbols. Yeah, no. This is good. Okay. Rare artifacts, especially those with, shall we say, questionable uses. Cool. What are a weaving edge? Okay. I don't plan on using it. Heavens, no. Blood, magic, old traditions. I simply must have it. You want a weaving edge. What is a weaving edge? Is used to enter the red night, a bloodthirsty state of mind. Tradition dictates that the handle should be made from the wood of a great oak. Oh, excuse me. Is this oak? wood, oak, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's try that. Gotcha. Next. Bring in the next one. Francis Mason. Tales of Calaris from cover to cover. Talks to Dylan. No, she's not that one. The one you're talking about, L. That girl's name starts with an L. Christy Boley is the one that starts with a T. Wait, Dylan's your brother? And again, we're not saying names. I forgot about that. Okay, wait, what is it you're wanting? Water shadow. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because he's never said that to me or anything. So yeah, I was surprised. Okay, lost the knowledge of how they work over the years. Water shadow. Okay, what was a water shadow? Water shadow is alleged that water shadow can be used to pass through solid matter, but the art has long faded from memory. The items themselves are often uninteresting, producing only a faint thaumic field, perhaps the result of going unused for so many years. Okay, so something that produces hardly any thaumic field. A water's shadow. Maybe this thing, because this is the water symbol. Yeah, all of this stuff is labeled, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Open this, please. That does seem kind of faint. Let me see what other options we have. All of those are done. No. Oh. That one actually seems pretty faint. I bet it's this. Okay. Next. What we got? I've been studying old text references to things hidden beneath the surface of our world. They mention the use of a spirit eye to see beyond the black veil. Spirit eye. I've already done the spirit eye, haven't I? Did I do a spirit eye? I haven't done a spirit eye? Okay, well the eye of foresight makes me think it's this thing. Okay, yeah, it is that thing. This item has opposing symbols, heat and cold. The malachite gemstone hints at their ability to see a world beyond ours. Okay. Okay, we just have a few more, and then we're done. My grandmother followed the old ways. She kept a Dradic altar in the cellar. She believed in asking for nature's blessings before a harvest. I found a note about a ritual meant to bring abundance, but it needs an argyle. I think this thing is the argyle. Ooh, okay, not that thing. Okay, wait, this is all of the elements. So maybe, no, wait a minute, hold on. Argyle was just earth, right? A vessel of the earth. Used in, okay, no, it's just earth. Yeah, this is the earth symbol one, so this is it here. I have no idea what that emoji combination means. Okay, Tommy Brown. Tommy, you're looking a little, I don't know, like you've seen better days. It's hard to spot him in the muck, but I heard that. Oh, okay, you want the, oh, okay, you want this thing. Hurry up. Come on, let's go. Next one. We've hit a bit of a snag and I've had to shut down the query. Our dynamite supplier has had a little accident. I'll spare you the details. I wonder if there's anything among your fine collection that could get us up and running again in the short term. I'm losing money by the minute. So you need something that does damage? Like explosions or what? What are we needing exactly here? All of those are labeled. What was Alunima? Oh, it makes people stay away from it. You don't want that. You want people to come there and work. Morgan's Folly. What's Morgan's Folly? Just a trance-like state on anyone who casts their eyes upon it, making them open to suggestibility. No. What was the pit again? Vibrations capable of cracking solid rock. Okay, that's what you want. Next. William Wheatley. My thesis on the psychology of fear, but books can only take me so far. I need to feel it properly. I'm sure you have something. So you want to feel fear, okay? Let's see what we got. Oh, wait, no. You want Isaiah. I already know what this is. Got it. Speed running now. Okay, we have what? Let's see. We have Morgan's Folly left. We have this thing left. I think that's it. Constance Bader. I'm not trying to hurt anyone, just shift their thinking a little. Okay, I know what you want. Sometimes all it takes is a suggestion in the right state of mind. Do you have anything suitable? Yes, you are wanting... is it the abrasive mother? The one that allows... that can alter the mind. Yes, yeah, that's what you're wanting. You want... it's down here. Abrasive. Oh, that's not what you wanted. Was it the Morgan's Folly? That one also allowed you to do something with their mind. Yeah, okay. Okay, next. Jane Fairburn. My sons are out of control, okay? Jail doesn't teach them anything, okay? A year behind bars and they come back worse. I want them to feel the wrong they've done. Real penance, so they might change their ways. That sounds like you want them to feel guilt. Maybe a shin? What's a shin? No. Okay, so if it is guilt, the guilt one was the... No, not that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Sometimes people come and they just sit and watch and they don't say anything, but that's okay. I think it's the binding seed. Form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. Okay, I think that's what you're wanting for your sons, which is right here. Yep, gotcha. Okay, I need to get these unlabeled ones so I can get that achievement. There's a lawman snooping around the blacksmith guild. Can't have them poking into parts of the business they're not supposed to, if you catch my drift. So you're doing something illegal. I need a way to keep them out. Okay, you want the thing that makes them stay away. What is the thing that makes them stay away? What was the thing that makes them stay away? Alunima? Yes, an area of unease. Okay. The power of the elements. Okay, so it sounds like all of the elements. So that's probably this thing. Yep, got it. Okay. One more that needs labeled. least that I haven't labeled yet already. You want to yeah, you want the Nether. Okay, which I've already got the Nether down here. My brother captains a small fishing vessel in Haveridge. Oh, the little shield thing. I hadn't done that one yet. The water one. Yes, it's part of the ship. And he went... okay. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Okay, I got it for you. Hold on. You need a shin. It's right here. Got it. Okay, next. Hopefully you're our last one. Are there still items I don't have? Because you normally deliver me letters. Oh, something to keep you dry. Something to keep you dry. I don't know what I have that would keep you dry. A storm warp? These simple items supposedly grant a low level of protection against the elements, but this author has personally become soaked to the bone in one too many downpours to trust those claims. They are made from metal, typically bronze or iron. I guess it's this thing. Let's try. Yep, that's it. And there's the achievement. Identify all the items. Awesome. Yep, and with that I am done. Time for a well-earned rest, right after I give Jupiter one last scratch behind the ears. That's it, I've done it! Ta-da! Okay, so, like I said, I'll make a video to get the other endings because I do believe there are multiple different endings. Because it did say ending 1 when I finished it. I know the prequel to this game, not prequel, because this is the sequel to a different game that came out a few years ago called Strange Horticulture. And I know that game, I believe, had 7 different endings. So yeah, so this one probably has somewhere similar. I would bet it at least has 5 different endings. I know there would be at least one based on whether or not you decided to work with the cult or work against the cult. There'd be another one based on whether or not you tried to work against the cult, but then whether you were successful in helping Verona, et cetera, et cetera. So there's multiple different endings there that I can already, imagine are going to happen. There might be some unknown ones too that I hadn't accessed, but based on the storylines that I chose. So yeah. But I am excited. I would like to make a video and show all of those because I did really like this game. And I know there's still a lot more to it. And I always like completing the achievements and stuff on games. So yeah, but I'm going to go ahead. We are at 3 hours and 41 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Remember on Monday, we will be continuing the Water Park Simulator series. It'll post at 5 p.m. On Wednesday, right before Thanksgiving, I actually have a holiday-themed game called Light Up the Town, and it's Christmassy themed. I'm gonna play for the demo, and that'll be at 5 p.m. as well. And then next Friday, we'll continue Water Park Simulator, and hopefully maybe finish it then. If not, we'll continue it one more week and get it finished because we're so close to finishing that one. And then next Saturday, we will play a new game. We'll play Ova Magica. And that one's kind of interesting. If any of y'all are Pokemon fans, it has a lot of like Pokemon type elements. So it's kind of cool. I've actually played that one before, but I wanted to start a new playthrough because when I played it before, it was in early access. And it was like early access, by the way. And they are getting very close to releasing the final version. And so I wanted to try it again and see, all the improvements that have been made. But yeah, so that's the plan for next week. I hope to see y'all in the comments. I hope to see y'all in the stream next week. But if I can't, y'all have a great time. But yeah, so thank you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. And y'all have a nice day. Okay, bye-bye.